That's okay. Okay, so why don't we start with your wins? And actually, let's do this first. What's it called? The creed. Okay.
Are you back from the States?
Yes, I got back late on Sunday night.
Okay.
Yeah, it was fun. It was a lot of fun. The sun and the weather were just like, wow, you know, the States, that country is very, very exciting to stay in. You know, you get really tempted. Everywhere is so clean, you know. Florida is so beautiful anyway. Yeah. Florida is just so beautiful. You know, last year I went to Florida, right? We went again this time, and I feel like, this Florida, I want to always be coming there.
Yeah, I have my cousin.
Yeah.
The one who is into this real estate. They went to Florida and they were telling us the same thing.
Yeah.
And then they purchased the property there. They say, we are leaving Canada. We are going to stay in Florida.
That's it. Even one of my clients, I saw her there. I mean, I talked to her there. We weren't able to see, you know, but she too, she has gone to buy a property in Florida. She's not coming back. She says she's going to move her things and move it there, you know.
Yeah.
She bought her husband just bought a new business there. They're just going to stay there. You know?
That's what our cousin was telling us.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's really nice. Anyway, so we're going to do this after the count of 2. 1, 2. I am a thought leader and a change maker. I'm an expert and I get paid like one. Friends, family, and strangers are recognizing me as the go-to person in my field. I am being interviewed by top influencers in my field as a subject matter expert. Top media outlets are featuring me for exposure. I make no excuses. I push through. I lead with love. I spread kindness. I take action. I stay focused. I am determined to have the influence and income that I deserve. I will step out of my comfort zone because I cannot experience new land from the comfort of my comfort zone. I love making money. I make money even when I'm not trying to. Money comes to me easily. Money is within my reach. If I have to look cheesy, I will. If I have to spend more money hiring tech people to help me get there quicker, I will. If I have to do an endless amount of visibility tasks as directed by Olu, I will. I take responsibility that I have created the life I currently have due to my thoughts, actions, and energy. I release the pattern in me that has created lack of any kind in my life today. I have the power to shift my mindset and create new things that will serve me better by having faith and taking bold action. I believe that all things are possible for me, and I am determined to make that belief my reality. I deserve success. I am dressed with strength and dignity. I am a wealth magnet. I am a profitable thought leader. All right, amen. So before we do our wins, is any of this hard to say right now?
So let me tell you what has been tough to say. I am a thought leader expert. Yeah, that one. I stay focused. I feel I haven't been focused for some time now. It's like I'm just in the cloud. Yeah. And I love making money. I make more even
even when I'm not trying to,
Mm-hmm.
or money comes to me easily.
Mm-hmm.
Money is within my reach, that
Mm-hmm.
part.
Mm-hmm.
Because at some point I was feeling like I know where I'm headed to.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was clear that I'm quitting my job. But
Mm-hmm.
recently I feel like I'm stuck. And to think that if I quit my job, where am I going to go now? What have I achieved?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
those.
Okay.
Like,
yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's it, that part.
Okay. Yeah. So I love making money. I make money even when I'm not trying to. Money comes to me easily. Money is within my reach. Okay. Now, the reason why I always ask you what's hard for you in this is every single thing happens first in the thoughts before it happens in the physical.
Yes.
Okay. So so the reason why we say this is because we're trying to reprogram our minds.
Our mind.
Okay. Because the opposite, okay, like when you look at this is even, you look at it, you say the opposite of this is what is true. Okay. You know, but that's not true. That's not true. It's what you want to be true that is true. Okay. Now, the other thing is, when something starts, before anything happens in the physical, even in the spiritual now, before anything happens in the spirit, in the physical world, it first of all must happen in the spiritual. Okay. And I'm trying not to speak Christianese, but I'm just trying to say that when you look at it in the mind also, things must first of all happen. I think we were talking about this maybe last week. This phone was an idea in the mind of somebody. When just a couple of years ago, when I was in Investors Group, when I joined the Investors Group, there were no iPhones, like it was just new. It was just coming gradually. You understand? Now we live our lives. We can't live without the iPhone.
Yeah.
Okay? At that time when we were getting phone, they said you can get the BlackBerry.
I remember.
And so and at that time, even they believed that the BlackBerry was the only phone that can go use because it's the most secured phone.
I remember, those days.
Okay. So, but then at that same time, when everybody was believing that the only phone was the BlackBerry, somebody on the other side of town was thinking, I want my phone to be used by everyone. Okay. So it's because every single thing that we choose to see in the physical, we must first of all choose to see it in our minds first, and that's why we're saying this. And that's why when I ask you what's hard to say is because there's something that is standing in the way, in your mind, you're not able to say, yes, money is within my reach. In short, money is not within my reach. That's the experience that I'm having right now. Money comes to me with ease. No, I make more even when I'm not trying to. I can't see that. Okay. But you see, the thing is, I have to see that happening in my mind.
Yes.
And I have to believe. I have to believe. You understand? So now, because of the fact that you've not started seeing the money come, okay, now the question we now have to ask now is, what is standing physically in the way? Okay. You mentioned you've not been focused. And that's part of it. That's part of it. But the fact that you're, and the question is, in between the week, in between our meetings, what are you working on that is leading us towards that result that we want to see? This money is within my reach and I get paid as an expert. Okay. What are you doing in between the meetings? Are you delegating the discussion about your business to this time? alone in the week. If that's the case, it's not going to happen. So now, but obviously there are different things that you're going through, like the children being sick, work being there, a lot of things that is taking time away from you. However, what you need to work on is there's that one line that says, I am able to shift my mind. Okay. So when it comes to being, I have the power to shift my mindset. See this one right here. I have the power to shift my mindset so that I can, you understand? So that I can do what I want. And then the next one there says, I believe that it's possible. Okay. So these two things are what's going to determine whether you're able to put energy and focus on the business. Because the question is, let's even talk about it. When you feel like you're not stressed, you're not moving forward, what does it feel like? What does it tell me what it feels like for you?
When I feel like what? Can you repeat the question?
When you feel like you're not focused, what does it feel like? What does it feel like for you?
I feel like doing nothing. It feels like you are just there, eating, sleeping. Okay. Is it that you feel like you shouldn't do anything, or you just find yourself you're not doing anything? No, I don't feel like I shouldn't do anything. I even feel guilty that I'm not doing anything.
Okay. No. Okay. But okay. So you feel guilty that you're not doing anything. Very good. So when you feel guilty that you're not doing anything, what do you now do?
Okay. So I usually do what I'm supposed to do. But the thing is, without even my laptop, I don't even know what to do with that. The fact that I don't even have a laptop, it's like it's a blackout. It's not a blackout in my head. I say, what do I do with my phone, and how do I do anything with this phone?
I see.
It's like I'm on pause.
Pause. Yes.
And that stressed me a lot.
Yeah. So I get what you're saying. Because definitely having no computer is a big deal.
It's a big deal.
Yeah, it's a big deal. When you don't have the computer that you can use to work, it's a big deal. But the question we now have to ask is, what's the solution?
The solution, I'm going to buy a new one. That's it.
But when is that gonna be?
When I have money.
That's exactly what I'm saying. So now the question is there a way, if for example, you've looked at your schedule and your calendar and you've said the time that I'm going to be able to get the new computer is like a month from now. Okay.
You know what? I was supposed to buy my computer end of this month.
Okay.
But with everything that is happening, I don't know if I'll be able to buy it end of this month, but I will see. I may be able to buy it end of this month.
Yeah. So if you can schedule, if for example it's something that is going to take a little bit more time, then what I can say is you can schedule and say a month from now I'm going to buy my computer, but between now and that time, how am I going to manage? What am I going to work? How am I going to work with the phone? Because I know that the phone I'm going to have a computer in a month anyway, so I can as well just relax, knowing that, yes, it's going to be frustrating, but in a month, for sure, I'm going to have a computer. You get what I'm trying to say? So that you can actually now focus on the steps that you need to take and not allow that to stress you while you're supposed to be working.
Yeah.
Because the truth of the matter is there are some people, in short, in Africa, in Nigeria, there are lots of Nigerians that have no computer and they're on their phone. They are making thousands of dollars with this online business thing now. Yeah. And then when they now start making good money, then they buy the computer.
They'll buy a computer. Yeah.
So because you see, the truth of the matter is, is Canva. You can design Canva on your phone. Can you do video? You can do video on your phone. Email, you can do it on your phone. Text message, you can do it. There's nothing you're trying to do that you can't do with the phone. It's just that it's too small. It's too small, right? You know, and especially for you, when you have children, you have, you know, all this, it takes a little bit of, you know, focus to be able to actually now use your phone as the main thing. But what I want you to do is I want you to picture it, you know, whenever you feel stressed about it, just think about, it's just a month maximum, I'll have a computer.
Yeah.
Right? So that way you're able to now look at this statement and say, for real, I'm on my way, you know. And you see, the thing is, even in the scriptures, you know, I like to use the scriptures a lot because the Bible says everything that you do, it says, you know, faith comes by faith. Faith is the substance of things hoped for. Now, if there's something that you're hoping for, first of all, you need to believe that it is here now. And if you look at even success by scripture, success formula and all that, you need to see yourself. I can't see you anymore. It says, I'm a thought leader and I'm a change maker. Now, in your mind, something may say to you, no, you're not. But you fight it back and you say, yes, I am. Yes, I am. I am an expert and I get paid like one. Nobody is paying you. Watch and see.
Yeah.
You understand? You know, so as it comes, as this counter statements come in your head, you convince yourself otherwise. You say no, because what's happening actually is, as you're making these statements, okay, there's your subconscious mind. There's your conscious mind, the one that you're using to decide, and you and I are talking right now, right? It's consciously you're saying that. But unconsciously, which usually is like 90% of you, is unconscious, is subconscious, right? Now, the subconscious already knows that you're not an expert. And he will fight you. He will say, it's a lie, you're just joking. Yes. Okay. But you see, you consciously, you can reprogram the subconscious. You just tell your subconscious mind, you say, you just watch and see. Don't worry. Just relax. Just believe me. It's like, you know, somebody was explaining it, and they said your subconscious mind is like a little child. Okay. The little child, and he's trying to protect you. He's trying to say, don't believe it is a lie, or don't believe what he's saying. No. But you will now tell that child and say, don't worry. Just relax. I know what I'm doing. Okay. Yeah. And the more you're saying this, that's what you're saying to your subconscious mind. You're saying, relax. I've got this. We're going to, soon you're going to see this thing that I'm saying with my mouth. You're soon going to see it in reality. Yeah. Right. So all the process of, you know, convincing yourself, it's you just, and you want to, any negative that is coming, you want to fight that and say, no, don't worry. Always remember that your subconscious mind is like a little child. It's like a little child. If you say to, by the way, you used to tell Annabelle that grapes was chocolate.
Yes, you remember?
Is it? Does she still agree? Exactly. You know?
How do you remember that?
I remember. You know, so you know, and that's the thing. She will come to you to say, Mama, it's not chocolate.
No.
Why? Because, and that's the same way your subconscious will come and tell you, no, that's not true. Okay, that's not true. But you will say, no, for real, I'm not lying. Wait, you will see. You will start to see that, you know, I'm actually that expert. And you will see. You know, so it's and I have to say this to encourage you, because I remember and I think I've shared this with you before. I remember the very first time I was going to charge somebody $1,000. When I said $1,000, who is going to pay me $1,000?
That's me.
Who? You know, and you see, the thing is, you just keep I remember that day I was just going through the process and I was saying, and I said, it just occurred to me, write out all the things that you're going to do with the person that you're going to. And I wrote everything out. I'm going to help them to do this. I'm going to help them to do this. I'm going to, and then I said, okay, this is how long I'm going to spend time, like hourly with them. Then I said, okay, so, and I'm going to work with them for 8 weeks, right? So, that 8 weeks, I'm going to meet with them in between. The actual meeting is 1 hour every week. Before the 1 hour, I need to prepare the material that they are going to use. And then after the meeting, I'm going to give them some more. So in actual sense, it was like I was meeting with them about, and then sometimes they will send me message questions in between, what should I do about this? What should I do? And I accumulated all of that. And I said, it's almost like giving this person 5 hours a week.
It's not even enough.
It's not even enough. Exactly. So I now said, what I'm going to do is I'm going to divide the number of hours by 1,000. Then I realized it was even cheap.
Yes.
Now, the next step that I also took was because of the fact that I also had the challenge of, this is the same thing that I've been doing for free for forever, and for me, I didn't see the difference between this is now a business and this is relationship with my friends. Okay. So I was saying, if I'm supposed to be able to help these people for free. Okay. And so he was like, so now when they pay me, I will start to feel bad. Now, the reason why I'm saying this to you is you have all these things going on deep down in your mind. Now, what I now did for the very first, because I needed to shift from this is how I am their friend to this is the business that I offer. Okay. Okay. Now, eventually, this is the way I changed I needed to do it for the very first client. Okay. What I did was I said to myself and I said to God, okay, I said, I'm going to charge this person $1,000. But if they come, because, if anybody that comes and they are ready to pay this 1,000, I will tell them that half of the money, half of that money, I'm going to give it to their church, whatever church they go to. Because at the time I was only working with Christians, I will give that half of the money will go to their own organization of choice. Okay. So as soon as I've said that in my brain, I was like, I'm ready. Okay. Yes. Because I knew that I wasn't doing it for myself anymore. The Christian in me, I knew that this was not for me. This is for the kingdom of God. Okay. And so the confidence with which I spoke to the person and I said, by the way, it's going to be 1,000, but guess what? You're actually going to be given to your church. Okay, because you're going to give me the name of your church or whatever, and I will give exactly $500 back to your church, and it was easy. It was even an easy sale because the person also wants to give to their church too. So by the time I did the first, and I only needed to do it for the first one, and that was it. After that, I didn't have that problem anymore. Okay, so it's just gradually, and that's why that's one that says I have the power to shift my mindset and create new things. Like that time, nobody prescribed it. No coach told me to give 500 to my church, to their church. No coach, but I knew that I needed, to take action, So it's a matter of making up your mind that I'm determined to get this. I'm determined to have this income. And the question is, are you determined?
Yes, but where I was going to come to is the taking bold action. I think the taking bold action is the one that connects with my fears, because taking bold action, I think it will have me go out on social media. That's my fear, and
not necessarily going on social media. Okay. Now, do you see me going on social media?
No.
Exactly.
At some point, Yes,
now you see me, you know, but it's not. If you go and compare me with another coach, you will see that the way they do is different.
Exactly.
You know, so bold action is relative to whoever is taking it. Okay, both, like last night I went live. I took the boys to the library and I told them, you guys go in. I'm going to just do a live video because I'm doing a master class tonight. Okay, and I wanted to make sure that the people that I'm in conversation with and in different groups, I wanted to make sure that they know about that live video, because again, if they don't know that I'm having a master class tonight, they are not going to come. Right.
Yeah.
You know, and so I decided, you know what, in some other groups, you know, I said, I'm going to go and, like, in my own coaches group, one of our groups, I decided I'm going to go live in there. And so I just took the boys, said, go to have your this thing, because it was a back-to-back day yesterday for me, you know, and then after that, I just went live. And lots of people are, you know, different people have joined the group because of that. To that live video that I did yesterday and some of the posts that I did yesterday, you know. So I don't do like the big social media thing. I'm looking for my people. You don't have to do blanket social media stuff, okay? Especially when you're on the path and what you're looking for is individual clients, especially for you, even at this stage. You don't even need to worry about blanket social media, especially with the concern that you had earlier on. You know, at this point, what we're looking for is, you know, because last time we met a couple of weeks ago, we were talking about you need to start going to groups. Is that social media? That's not social media. That's not like big social media. It's just in a closed group. Go to some groups, find people, answer questions, connect with people, bring them to your group. These are many steps before you start to go and do big social media.
But the thing is, doing that, how long is it going to take before you bring people into your group? Because I tried and then it's like I'm not headed anyway.
Yes, that's because you remember the reason why I said you should go and do your course and let's see what we are selling and what the price is that same thing. Because the idea is like yesterday when I went to like in my group on Friday, I was traveling. On Thursday or so, I went live in my group to create some awareness that I did some small training and I said, we're going to be having a masterclass, right? You know, so it's one part of the process that I teach is you also need to have some strategies that would give people a deadline. Okay. So for example, assuming you had created your course, okay, and I'm not saying record the course, just give me an outline of what you are selling this is the price. This is what I'm going to do with them. Okay. Once you have that, which is usually where now all the clients that I'm getting, that's where I want them to start from. I want them to have a course or a program, something that they are selling before we start to market it. You know, so once you have that, we can now say on so date, I'm going to be doing an event. Whatever that event is, a masterclass, a challenge, a training, YouTube, Zoom meeting, whatever, you know, and then you draw the people. It's a deadline. There's a deadline. Once there's a deadline, it triggers you to work hard for you. As that's after you've got in the habit of creating videos, you also need to now have a major event that you're leading people to. At least about once a month or once in 2-3 months, you can do that. You know, so once you have like that event, like yesterday now, I went live on that group. I went and posted on Facebook. I did, you know, this morning I've posted on Facebook, you know, because I want more people to come for this event that I'm doing. Okay. And it's at that event that I'm going to ask for the sale.
Oh.
You understand? So that's the way that you do it. And that's why I was saying, even there are some other times that the events that I will do is speaking in another person's group, speaking on another person's platform, right? So these are things that we need to get to. But for you, I want to have a clear idea of what is it that we're selling.
So yeah, the other thing I was asking, what I'm selling, should I be selling it? Or because for me, maybe because it's for me, it's like easy information like anyone can find on the internet. Maybe it's easy for me because it's me. Yeah. Sometimes I feel like, should I be selling it or it's free?
Yeah, you are the one that should answer that question. This one that you're paying me for, you think it's not all over the internet? People are not paying for information. People are paying for the help, for the support to be able to get the thing done.
That's
you understand? So and that's what I needed to get rid of when I said I was going to give half of the money to the church, because I needed to convince myself that people are not going to pay for this. Why would somebody pay me for this? But really, what they were paying me for was not the information.
Yeah,
it was me. It was time with me. And that's because I'm an expert in this.
That's true, because that's how I feel. I feel like I need you 24 hours.
Yeah.
I feel like when I'm with you, I can do a lot more.
Yeah.
Like
that's exactly it.
When you're not there, I cannot do anything.
Exactly. That's what people pay for. It's not for the information. And you see, the thing is, I fast forward the process for you. This is exactly what you're going to do with your clients. Because yes, the information is online. First of all, you need to now know in your own particular situation, which one should you do now? Because there are many information online. So first of all, I give you my own formula. This is the formula that you should use. Okay. You pay for my formula, and then they pay for me to stay there with them. There are people that have my course. And, like this one lady this morning, when I was sending messages to ask what challenges are people having with their thing. This lady said to me, she has a problem with, what was it that she said? She has a problem with something. And this lady already has my course. And I asked her, have you gone to watch the course that you bought? She has not answered yet. Okay. But I know that it's possible she has. It's possible she has, but there are different reasons why it will not happen. Like you had some challenges about your, but you have access to me. And you still had some challenges, right? Because at different stages that we're in, different reasons why things don't work. But whatever it is, you tell me. For this lady now, most likely it's going to be, go ahead and watch the video and the course that you have, because I already laid it out for you. The challenge she's having, she's not supposed to have it. The only reason why she's having it is either that she's not now. She has the course, but she still needs me to come and help her figure out how to do it. You know what I'm trying to say? So, and that's, you come for more. You need more, you get more.
Yeah.
So that's the way you have to look at it. It's not, they're not paying you for just the content that you're sharing with them. Content is everywhere.
Yeah.
Content is everywhere. It's not a matter of, just pouring out content. No. It's a matter of helping people move forward and achieve their goals. Okay, so they have this big goal. Is it that they have this pain that they are trying to get rid of? You help them remove that pain. Or they have this goal that they are trying to achieve. You help them achieve that goal.
Okay, yeah, that's true. And the other thing as well, which I'm trying to work on, I have never been, I never liked this online thing, this new life. I am an in-person someone.
Yes.
I want things in person or this new life. Even myself, I'm trying to get used to it.
I know.
Sometimes it gives me headache being on screens, on work, and then after work, and then another school.
Yes.
I'm always on screen. I say, I'm
tired.
I feel like I want to hide.
I know. But the way you have to look at it is, the thing is, look at the people. Forget the tool. Okay? Like for me now, I'm never tired of being on Zoom with you, because we're moving forward. We're moving forward. Your job, we're trying to achieve something. And so I'm seeing the people, I'm seeing the person. not the tool that we're using. Like if I say, I'm tired of Zoom. No, I'm not tired of Zoom. Zoom pays me money.
Yeah.
Zoom is my work, is like going to work.
Your workplace, yeah.
Exactly. Facebook, like people complain about Facebook. Facebook for me is my office.
You see, I wish I was at your level. Because
don't worry, you'll get there.
A lot of people say that, Facebook is my workplace. That's why it makes money.
That's it, you know. So that's the way you should look at it. Look at it from the perspective of there's someone behind that tool, behind that platform that I need to help. Okay. And now looking at even making a difference in the world, look at that. Okay. Even with work, you know, even though this is not my jurisdiction, but even with work, I'd like you to look at it as there's something I'm doing behind the screen, okay, that is helping to make the world a better place in my office. You know, maybe that way it'll be easier for you to process the action of actually going on social media and going on Zoom and going on all these meetings. But I have to also say that for you, it's one of the complications is the stage of life. However, it should push you. Let it push you. Let it push you to take action. Let it push you to move faster. Let it push you to, because you see, if we're going from Toronto to Montreal, there's no fast forward button. You can speed as much as you want, but you still have to pass through Kingston, pass through Cornwall, pass through before you go to Montreal. So but the more you stay, if you now get to the first en route on the highway and you say, this place looks fine, let me just stay there.
Yeah.
It's good. Yeah, but if Montreal is where we're going, we still have to continue the journey.
We still have to continue. Yeah,
that's
true.
That's it. So each step must be taken. We can't say, oh, this one, I don't want to do this. Now, there are some that are optional. Should I take the highway or should I take the other smaller way? You know, that's you have to. Should I fly or should I take the plane or the train? You know, those are options. There are different options, but no matter what, we still have to take the journey. If you're going if you're flying, you still have to get to the airport. You still have to find a way to get rid of your car. You still have to go to find your exit. I mean, your gate and all of these things, you know, and so there are steps on the journey. We must take the steps.
So the stage of life has hit me so hard.
Yes, for
like
real.
We have been sick for 3 weeks, I think, in a row.
Yeah.
Because after the kids, it was me. I was sick.
Yeah.
I have been sick.
Yeah.
I say, when is this going to end?
Over? Yeah. No, for real. And don't forget the oil. Yeah. Did you check it?
No, but I checked it. But I checked it. You see,
like in passing. I
have to go back to it, and
you have to look at it. Yeah.
Do I have to place my order through you? That's what they.
No. It's not me. It's the girl. That girl.
The girl. Because the message was saying, okay.
Yes, you have to, because the way they do it is if you go directly to them, I don't know if you've seen any of these companies, if you go directly to them and you open your own account, you have to order $100 PC every month. And that's usually about 150 or something, you know. So, but if you go with her, you start with a package, you know, and then whenever you need things, you just tell her to help you buy this. That's the way I do it, because she already buys every month. Okay. And I just tell her, I need this oil, help me buy this one, help me. And then when they are doing a sale, she will tell me, and then I will just say, okay, let's buy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you know, whatever it is that I need.
Yeah.
And but the initial thing is a bit much. I can't remember, 300 or something, you know, to start.
It's renovating the house as well while we are living in. I think it's
a lot.
It helped in. I mean, the dust, the painting. There is a lot of. I think
chemicals.
those chemicals, it doesn't help.
Yeah, I agree.
Contributed, and we have been here for a long time.
We
have been exposed for a long time.
Oh, that could also even be what's happening to the children.
Maybe, because this is not normal. Every week, someone is sick in this house. So it's so, and it's not only me. It has reached a point where we just want to run out of this house and go. We are just fed up. We are tired. So the kids are tired. This is our first time that we are renovating a property while we live in it. The other one, we went to Airbnb for 3 weeks.
Okay.
And the contractor was on time. 3 weeks. Pam. The inside.
And it wasn't a lot that they were doing too.
It was a lot. It was a lot, wow. But everything that so they did everything that we needed to be done so that we can move in. And then they finished up, like the roof, they did it after. The some electrical job, they did it after. He was just a good contractor. Within 6 weeks, everything was ready.
Wow.
Yeah.
So for sure that's also part of what you're going to be looking at in your process as well as you're teaching. But the good thing is for most of the like what we're looking at from your schedule, your plan last week. The first thing that you're doing with people is the financial aspects of things, right?
If I remember, yes.
So it's good in that you have a little bit more time, before it gets to them buying the property. Yes. So it's good to look at what you are going to be teaching people. Remember that course? I didn't even ever go to check that course that you bought.
Oh yeah, I checked it when I bought it.
What were they?
It's mostly everything that I talk about every time. That's what is in there.
But once you have a moment, go and look at, especially now that you're trying to figure out what you're going to sell. Okay,
that's what I was planning to do. I was going to prepare my my courses from there, and then see how they arrange everything. If I can do almost the same thing.
Exactly. It wouldn't be exactly the same thing, but because look at this, the dreamer, the achiever, rookie, this one that we did. You look at their own schedule. Look at which of these things in this course do I need to give my dreamers to turn them to rookies. Okay, and then we already set what we're going to. Last week, I think we worked on what you're going to be selling, right? Can you give me an idea of where you are now?
We were doing the pricing.
Okay, so how much is your program now? What's the name of the program and how much is it?
The name of can I see it here on my phone? I can't. Can I? But I think we called it Flippers Financial Plan.
Okay.
FFP. So I was going to do the goals and concerns. Was going to do the PFR. And I think I was going to do the budget. I'm just trying to remember on top of my head because this computer, I cannot open it.
Yes, I know.
So,
and
that was for my rookies. For my rookies is the beginners, right?
Beginners are the dreamers.
Dreamers. Dreamers, then
rookies. See, me, I even know your business more than you.
Because that's the thing. Rookie, I don't know what it means.
Rookie is like beginners.
Beginners.
When they say you are a rookie, you are a beginner. You are
beginner. Okay.
Yeah.
So dreamers are rookies, and then
And then achievers. Achievers, and then I think investors.
Investors, yes.
Yeah.
Achievers, then investors. So the dreamers, yes, they need that their financial plan. The financial plan. It's been a week. Financial plan, goals and concerns, budget. I think that was it.
So how much do you, when we were done, because I remember I had to run to catch another meeting.
Yes.
What was the conclusion? Like, how much did you?
So I think it was almost 1,000, because I think it was 600 something. I think we did $200. Oh yeah, there is also like a session of a 45-minute session.
Two of them.
Two of them. So
I remember now.
That was 200.
And the roadmap.
And the road, yes.
Okay.
Yes. So you see, I think you're going to be the coach in this thing.
Yeah. So you're going to give them in your Flippers financial plan. You start with, gathering information from them with their goals and concerns and PFR. Then you create a budget with their roadmap.
With their
Flippers roadmap. Okay. And then you're going to give them 2 45-minute sessions.
Yes.
Okay. And total of that, based on the calculator that we used, was,
if I remember the number that was there, I think it was 667.
Okay.
If I remember.
Very good.
If I remember, because the 45-minute session twice, I remember it was 200.
Okay.
The PFR.
Yeah. It's a calculator.
It's a calculator, but I remember that number somewhere. The 66. Unless it was a total of something.
Okay. So what I'm gonna do, let me see if I have I don't even know if, okay, no, we were using your own, not mine.
I'm saying that.
Yeah, because you couldn't edit mine. If you have it, I could find it now, and then we'll finish that so that we know exactly what you're selling. When was the last time you did a video in your group?
Can I have my Google thing here on my phone?
Huh?
Can I go on my Google Drive on the phone?
Yes.
How? Oh, okay.
You go to Drive. There's a file called Drive.
Drive.
March 31st was the last video you did.
Drive. Hey, I think wait.
And then the other thing is, each of these people that are in your group, anyway, it's okay. Let's stick to the plan.
How do I go? Hey, I think someone is in the house finally.
You mean the person that is that is doing the
idea. Every time.
Yeah. There's always something.
Okay.
So, anything, you found it? For some reason, I can't hear you.
Really?
Now I can.
Now you can? Okay. Ajouter, pas maintenant. Okay, so let's see if I can have access to it. Olu VMAP. Is it the one? No. I think someone is downstairs.
Okay.
Okay. Template. Okay. Can I share my screen?
Hold on a second.
How do we...
Yeah.
So share screen.
Mm-hmm.
You see my screen?
Not now.
So share Google Drive.
Mm-hmm.
Should I say screen or Google Drive?
Google Drive, yeah. And
the screen including will be decoded. Enable to prevent any. Okay. Screen broadcasting.
okay.
You see my screen now?
But I'm seeing myself. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so find your drive. Okay.
Is this the one?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the one.
Yes, that's it.
The updated one.
Yeah. So it was six, let me see. Did we get that? Where did we get that 627 from?
I don't know. Let me see. So let's product name.
Mm-hmm.
What is these features of product? What is this?
Yeah, those are the PFR, the this one, the that one.
Why do I have it down here?
Yeah, so you need to move them up. Change, I think the one that we have there is like the default that I put there before.
But these are mine. Find profitable investment property that they can afford.
No, but that's not the thing. That's not the, remove that.
Can I remove it?
That's the old one that we did.
How do I I think this one is the one that.
You can do your phone landscape also.
Okay. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Can you remove the picture of me on top of it?
Oh, you see this?
Yes, I see it.
How do I remove it? You are talking with the...
Oh, so it's not gonna remove it. Okay, it's okay. Let's go back to, yeah. So do the landscape, mm-hmm. And then pull the zoom to the side. Okay, very good. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so now that find these things, just copy the thing that is in, find this thing, copy it and go and put it under. No, that's not the way to copy. You copy from the beginning, find your profitable.
These here, right?
We want to move this up. We want to move what's there down. Because we don't want to forget.
But I can't paste. Can I edit this thing?
Yes, you can.
So how do I?
You can't paste?
No.
Is it the first one? Is this mine?
I think this is yours. The one that I...
Okay, let me find it. What's it called? PFR, POS.
Because I know I had to.
Okay. Let me share. Let me share from here.
Okay. Do you want me to do something?
Mm-mm. Can you see my screen now?
Let me go back to Zoom. Screen.
So you will tell me what's in there. So we're going to say the product features. It's going to be profitable flippers, financial.
Oh, that is yours.
Plan, yeah.
Okay, just let me. Can I send this to my? I'm going to send it to my work email.
Okay.
How can I do it? Oh my God, I'm so bad with the.
Share.
Share? Where
is on the side, on the top right-hand corner.
Right-hand corner. Okay. Let's
Okay. So do you see what I'm doing?
Not yet. Just give me a quick second. Okay. So if I do this,
About how long is it going to take you to so what I have on my side here, I have your Flippers financial plan, which is a workbook. Okay, 47. The PFR is another workbook. Your goals and concern is another workbook. Okay, then you're going to design a budget, which is like an integrated Flippers integrated roadmap, which is like a budget. Okay, integrated with their budget.
Okay. So the Flippers financial plan.
Yes. So that's the financial plan. Actually, no, this is the financial plan. This one. So this one is something else. What was this?
That was the name of the
plan that we're going to give them. Oh, the product itself.
I think
okay, like some kind of training. Okay, so let's make that okay, so let's see. It's like coaching, but it's
PFR. Yeah, you did PRA.
Oh.
So
PFR, goals and concern. Yeah. Okay, so this one will be different. This Flippers financial plan, Flippers financial plan. Anyway, can still change the name. It's like a roadmap. It's like a roadmap. It's one.
It's like the roadmap. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna write roadmap on it. Okay, so that one is going to be like a program, like a template, or depending on what you're going to put inside this thing. You know, the question is what are you going to put inside? It's just a roadmap like that, like the one I showed you.
The one that you showed me, no, I think it will be, because this will be more like a personalized.
The personalized is the one that you do after you've got their PFR and their goals and concern.
Okay. That's not what I had on mind. Okay. I thought that one was going to be the one that that's what I was calling the
financial. Okay.
Yes, after I have worked with the PFR and everything.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So let's now have like a roadmap here.
That one will be the roadmap, the one that you showed me.
Yeah. Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So
roadmap.
This is like a template. So let's make that 37. Yes. Okay. And then the PFR is 37, goals and concern is also like 47. And then Flippers roadmap financial plan. Okay. Yeah. This is integrated.
Integrated, yes.
With their own personalized, right?
Yes.
So, or integrated / personalized. Okay. That I made that. What do you think for that one? For me now, when I do like a roadmap for you, the plan itself, I can value it for like $297. Yeah. And the time with me is half the other price, the time. So yeah, the sessions, I said 2 sessions. Okay. 2 sessions at 147.
It's 147.
How much is it? Was it 97 that we decided?
Yeah, it was 97.
Okay. And then in between, before the thing, while you're working in between, how long do you think you're going to need? You need to talk to the real estate agent. You need to do some calculations on yourself. How long do you think? 3 hours?
It depends on the
average.
Let's say 3 hours. Yeah.
Okay. So I put 3 hours or 147, but we can change it to 97 just to be in the same. Yeah. So the value, of the program right now is 913. that program. And how long did we say it was? Like what? How long, if somebody pays for it, how long do they have access to you?
Oh, but at this stage, when they pay, they have access to me for how long?
Yes. So how long do you need to make this happen? If you meet someone today.
Yes, I'm thinking it can take, I think, 2 weeks.
Okay. So
the time I talk to the realtor, the time I talk,
okay.
2 weeks.
Okay. So if you say, for example, you go live and you say, I'm going to be doing this thing, and this program is going to be, I'm going to do a personalized Flippers financial plan for you. And you can get it now. Let's say whatever the price is, somebody buys it today. They will schedule their first call to gather the information from them. And then on the first day, like a day before, after that they bought that, and then, you know, you go ahead and do some work, and then you give them some financial. Would that work though? Do you need 2 meetings? Is 2 meetings enough?
To talk, it can be more. It can be more depending on what information I need.
Now, no. Wait. The reason why we have this PFR and goals and concern now is you're going to gather as much as possible.
Yeah.
Everything you need, you gather. Whoever it is, you make sure you always ask every single thing.
Yeah.
So that you don't have to have another long meeting, even if you have any other question. You don't need to have another meeting. Remember how we used to do it back then? You go, you get all of the information, you make notes, you do all these things, you write everything down, so that by the time you're meeting them the next time, you're actually giving them a plan.
You're giving them a plan,
Yeah. So this is now the way you're going to look at it. Now, it's also possible, though, that some special cases will happen and you would need to get some more clarifications, and that's fine. But go with the mindset of, I gather all the information that I need in the first go. Okay. And yeah, so looking at this now, does this look like it's enough, or do you think that you need a bit more time is 2 weeks enough for the process?
Yeah, 2 weeks is enough for the process.
Okay. So this now would be what you're selling. It's a 2 weeks package. I work with you for 2 weeks. We're going to analyze your situation. We're going to write out, I'm going to gather all the information, and then we're going to create a plan of what you need to begin to do so that you can start the flipping business.
Yeah.
So this is now looking at the price. That's the value. That's the value that I have here. How much are you willing? Are you comfortable to sell it for?
That's a good question.
Because you have done it before. You know what it entails. Though the first time, this is going to be the first time you're going to be charging somebody for it. So that's fine. But you see, the thing is, it's good to start with a price that, like I said to you, when I did my first $1,000, it was like I sold it for $500.
Yeah.
So
I want to say something like, don't laugh, huh?
Okay.
Don't laugh at me, yeah?
Yeah.
Because I don't know what I'm worth yet.
Yes.
So I want to go less than $300.
Okay.
Like that's maybe $297. So that's people fine. Are not so scared.
Yes.
If I look like a newbie, they will not feel, oh, you charge me too much for someone who looks like a newbie.
Yes, yes. No, I think that's wonderful. I think that's wonderful. In short, see, let me tell you something. My coach's coach, okay, she was telling us the last time, her coach The course that she sells now for $30,000. $30,000. She was asking us, how much do you think she did was her first time she was selling it? How much was it?
I don't know.
$47.
You see?
I'm telling you, the same course, of course, it's richer now, but the same course that she sold for right now, people are paying $30,000 to be a part of that work. Okay. The first time she was going to sell it, it was $47. So I don't care. I don't care.
$47 now.
No, 47 is too small.
Or 97.
97 is okay. 97 is okay. You know, but you're only going to sell 97 once. That's it.
Yes.
Once. Then the next one, 297.
297.
You know, you can stay at 297 for a little bit until you know, maybe like 2-3. And then after that, we just move it to 1,000. Because at that time, you will even know, that you're working so hard for these people.
Exactly. It's a lot of work.
But yeah, you can start with 97. And essentially now, confidence to sell something at 97. If I tell you now to come and buy this thing, this Kleenex box for 97. Okay, I tell you exactly. I will not, you know, because it's not just a Kleenex box. Okay. But what if I told you that I bought it for $500? If I told you that I bought it for $500, do you think it'll be easier for you if it's something that you need and want?
If it's easier for me to buy it or to believe it?
Yes, as long as now I'm saying that now I know I bought this Kleenex box, you know, how many of them do they sell? Like 20 or something, let's just assume, inside the pack. I bought it for $20, $19.99 or something. Costco.
Okay. Yes.
You know, and then I now go ahead and I want to sell it. If I go ahead and want to sell it, I sell it. I can't sell it more than $5. If I'm at the airport, say the people really need it, they're desperate, they really need it, they may be willing to pay $5 to get one.
True.
But you see, the thing is this. What if there's scarcity and I go to Costco and I actually bought it for $1,000? This same thing that we're paying $19 for. I bought it for $1,000. Okay. Now, for you, if you bought this thing for $1,000, how easy will it be for you to go and sell it for 97?
Yeah, that will be very easy.
Exactly, because you know the value.
Yeah.
Exactly. Now, that's the reason why we go through this process, for you to know exact the value of it.
The value of it, yes.
But now so it's like you're giving them a huge discount.
Yes, true.
So that confidence is what you're going to use to, when you're talking to somebody that needs this thing with ease, you just tell them, for real, this is a deal.
It is.
Okay. So, and you can even conveniently say, now, this is the very first time I'm selling it, but it's going to be the last time it comes at this price, because you know for sure.
Yeah.
You're never going to sell it for 97 again. You know, that way you can trigger more people to say they want it.
Yeah. It's easy to sell it at 97. Even now, I feel like I can sell it tomorrow.
That's exactly the thing. That's exactly the thing. And you would be helping them. You would be helping them. You would have helped them to analyze their finances. You would have helped them to see the steps that they need to take. And you give them a timeline of what you need to do. Right?
Exactly.
Definitely.
Now I need to find that one person who wants to buy it.
Awesome. Now the question is who?
That one I don't know. Maybe you.
No, that's not I'm not doing flipping anymore. I've told you. I'm not flipping. I just want a bathroom in my house. That's all.
Flipping with me.
Yeah. I want to do, you know, and you've helped me go through the process and see that I'm not ready for flipping. You know, so but you see, the thing is, the question now is, who is that person that we need to ask? Now, the way to do it is you write out a list of people, starting with the people in the group and the people that are asking you questions. Okay, and then now you're going to do you have sales call? Have I given you anything about sales call?
No.
Okay. There's a call, there's a program. I'll see, maybe it's in this new thing. I'll see, maybe I'll add you to it. There's a program. Maybe when Demi comes today, he would do that, because you need to work on how to do sales call with people. And
call like people that. For sales?
Huh?
Call people for sales?
When you do your video, you can say people can book a session to find out how you can help them. And so when they book a call with you, then there are a couple of questions that you're going to ask them, like that one that the lady that I sent to you asked me. So you ask them the question, and when you don't coach them, you don't tell them what they need to do. You ask them the question to know for sure they are ready to actually do this.
Yes.
And once you know that they are ready to do this, then you give them the offer, which is your Flippers your Smart Flippers Jumpstart Kit, Jumpstarts or Kickstarter program. So, yeah? Does that sound like a good name? I'm going to put it here.
Everything's,
Yeah, but I'm even, So it's going to be your Flippers, your Smart Flippers Kickstarter program. Cool. That's it. That's the name of your program. This program that you're selling. It's a Kickstarter kit. Program, and you give them, and gradually as it goes, this same program will become even more elaborate as you go. Just think of the woman that is selling her $47, $30K now. So anyway, that is it. That is it. Any questions, any concerns, anything? Now, this one right here now is, this is my original.
What is that? Talk to her, realtor, broker?
Yeah. These are the people that we said you were going to talk to get to this preparation, to get to this 3 hours. Now we said we're going to do.
The 3 hours.
Yes.
Talk to the person, talk to the realtor, talk to the broker. So the 3 hours.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see now. I remember.
And then if anything comes up and you begin to think, okay, I need to give them a bonus, you start to add it down here. So for example, you can say you want to add your how to find what's the name of the people that contractors, finders, contractors selection ebook or something like that.
Okay.
So then you now say, and then you can say home decor toolkit. Home decor on a budget toolkit, or Flippers home decor toolkit. You put it there. If those are the little things that you start to add, and it continues to increase the value of the program. And the way we get to the bonuses to add is when you begin to talk to people, the kind of questions they're asking you and the roadblocks they're having would help you to decide. If they say, I don't even know how to decorate the house, You know how to decorate. Say, don't worry, there's a bonus that I'm going to add to you. It's going to help you to design your house, even though you don't know how to. Okay. Then you say how to photograph your house on a budget. Okay. Then you say, I don't even know how to use the camera. Don't worry. I have this step-by-step guideline on what you need to photograph and how you need to photograph the whole house. Things like that. Those are the ones that you add to the bonus.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So
there is something that I wanted. How do I use Canva? Hello?
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
How do I use Canva to... Why is this thing like this?
Ask the question. I'm hearing you.
I want to edit something with Canva.
What are you editing?
You see the new budget? I wanted to post it on the group.
The new budget?
The new federal budget.
Okay.
I want to add it on the group, but I wanted to add...
the flippers listing to it.
Yes, I wanted to add like a smart flippers on it. How do I do it?
You downloaded it? Or what's
app?
Okay. Oh, it's an app? No. Tell me what it is.
It's a picture.
Okay. So you download the picture or you screenshot the picture?
I screenshot the picture.
And then you want to use your phone to do it.
Yes, I want to use my phone to add like the smart flipper on it before I post it on the group. Okay.
So the easiest way to do it, you bring it into Canva, you upload it as a picture. So for example, you go to Canva on your phone.
I have to have Canva on my phone, right?
Exactly. You download Canva on your phone and then you sign into Canva on your phone. And once you've signed in, you bring it in as a document and, so you just, depending on what the size is, you'd rather use Facebook or Instagram posts, size like that, so that it will be obvious and big enough. And then you just go in there and just add your smart flipper, type it into it as text.
Okay.
You need me to do it and show you? You're good.
I will do it later. I will just follow what you said. This is what I want to. This is what I want to post, like highlights of the recent budget.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So let me see. I'm trying to see. Yeah. So why is it not showing?
I have to download the app first.
Yeah. So once you have the app, you just open it and you'll be able to easily just type it. You just type it in. Okay.
Cool.
Right. So is there anything else before we?
No.
Okay. Very good. Now I'm going to end it on this thing because there was something else I wanted to discuss.